Welcome, BookTube, to another Poetry Thursday. Today I have an exciting translation to share with you from a writer friend of mine, poet friend of mine. His name is AHAMADOU MAIGA de Prince. He's known as Prince, and he was one of the founders of the literary movement for conscientism. Conscientism, of course, inspired by Nkrumah's independence philosophy. Nkrumah said that they were lucky enough to have the triple legacy of the Afro-animist, Arabo-Islamic, and Euro-Christian traditions, that they ought not to wholeheartedly accept or wholeheartedly reject any part thereof, but to choose them conscientiously, which of the best of all of those. And it's very much influenced this literary movement in Mali. When I was there, they published a journal called Lumiere. I had Prince on my radio show and got to know him very well, and translated some of his poetry from the French into English. He speaks numerous languages. I'm not sure how many he composes poetry in, but I started from the French, and I only know Bambara and Little Fulfulde. He natively speaks Sorai, but he also speaks Bambara, Fulfulde, and a number of other Sorai, a number of other African Malian languages. Can't remember which anymore. I think 5 or 6. So I could consult him on those two that I knew a little bit about, but mainly working from the French. So I did these translations sort of in conversation with him. So there are some liberties there, but they were taken with both of us. And this particular poem, Je m'en vais, is called Going. In the English version, it was published in the Review of Language and Culture. The Review of Culture and Language. Review of Language and Culture, I think it was called. Back in the 90s, I want to say. So I'll give you the French version first of all, and then I'll give you the English translation. So this is a poem by AHAMADOU MAIGA de Prince. Je m'en vais. Je m'en vais. Je pars avec force, tout le temps, avec tout, envers tout, vigoureusement. Je brise tout contre moi. Je m'en vais. Vers je ne sais où, les astres, les dieux, les mers, les immensités, les illimités. Fracassant tout, démolissant tout, haïssant tout, bénissant tout. Je flâne, scrutant douceur, amour, grandeur et éternité. Les choses sont merveilleuses, souriant majestueusement entre elles. Le temps me courtise et me trahit. Mélancoliquement, j'absorbe le sens de la vie. Loi, règles, culture, langage et réalité m'affrontent grossièrement. Je m'en saisis, je m'en nourris, je m'en débarrasse. Là, je découvre un autre jeu, pur et naïf. Il est en tout ce qui n'est pas en moi. Universel et éternel, épanoui et épars, infini et complet. So the English version we came up with is called Going, and here's the translation. There I go again. I leave always determined, with all, towards all, stridently I break it all against me. I go towards what? Stars, gods, seas, immensities, infinities. Break through it all, smash it all, hate all, bless all. I wander, glimpsing soft love, vastness, and eternity. Things are marvelous. Smiling royally among them, time courts and betrays me. Glumly I take in the meaning of life. Laws, rules, cultures, languages, and realities crudely assault me. I assimilate them, nourished by them. I expel them. There I find another I, pure and innocent. He is in all that is not in me, universal and eternal, spread thin, total. I think there are some themes in here of an author and a person torn between, because Prince, he was moving his country forward without a shadow of a doubt, very well instructed in the global cosmopolitan French world, read, all the literature, including the philosophy, assimilated the Western canon through the neo-colonial schools there. The government schools there are, I think 5% of the kids go to them. They are very much, memorizing fables by La Fontaine about animals that don't even live in Mali. At the same time, Prince was one of these people who could not sit at the feet of the elders enough. He wanted to know everything about them, everything from them, everything they remembered before they were gone. Very, very interested in his traditions. So I think you can feel in this poem some of that push me, pull me between those two historic tendencies, backwards and forwards into the various cultures there. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed that poem, and there I have more of them, but I think one sort of gives the taste of it, and I'll leave it at that. Merci, Kamben, and in Mali we should always end with a blessing. Alaka, Numan, Alaka. Alaka kelen Numan dia. I mean, that's the blessing I'm going to give. May you have sweet, sweet learning or understanding.